which can be referenced from lighting design system. These are the various properties are available as part of your tabs. Done with this? Now, let's see how can we design a tab set component. Let me show you with the practical. So now my requirement is I want to design a tab set component. In this tab set component, I would like to represent the tabs like this: related tab, details tab, and then I would like to represent activities tab, charter tab. 4 tabs I would like to place. Okay, now in each tab we can show some content whatever you want. Depends upon your requirement, we can show some different content over there. Now, so now in this case, let's see how can we design the tab component. I'm preparing a component. Tab set component. Select the default folder. Now it has created that component successfully. Let's go to the HTML file, that means template file. I'm going to the template file, and in this template file, I would like to place the tab component here. First of all, I need to place a tab set. Inside the tab set, I would like to place tab component. I'm using the div tag. Inside that, I'm placing lighting tab set. Lighting tab set. In this lighting tab set, we can place that lighting tab. Lighting tab. This is one tab I would like to add. I'm giving the label here. Label equals to related. This is one tab. Then I'm adding second tab here. Lighting tab. Label equals to details. Lighting tab. I'm giving the label equals to activities. Lighting tab. Label equals to charter. Like that, I'm placing 4 tabs inside this. This is the tab set. Inside the tab set, I'm placing 4 tabs. This is one tab. This is the second tab, third tab, and the fourth tab. In each tab, I'm showing some content here. Like I would like to use H1. Now, I would like to use that bold format here. I want to show the content. This tab will represent the related records. I'm showing some message here, some static content I'm showing. How to place visual appearance controls, we'll see one by one. I will show you practically. In the details tab, I would like to show that content, bold format, H1, heading 1. This tab will represent the detailed information of the record. Now, I'm showing some content over here, H1. This tab will represent the activities related to that record. Here I'm showing the content. This tab will represent the charter feed component for the record. So these are the 4 tabs I have placed inside my tab set. In my tab set, I have placed 4 tabs. Now, let's see how this tab controls will look like here. Okay, how it will be visible. Let me show you. Now, then we'll see how can we set the default tab over here. Everything we'll see one by one. Now, let me go to my Salesforce org. I'm going to the developer console. Now here I'm giving this component name as tab set component. This is the component name. Now, click on preview. Now it will be representing the tab set along with that 4 tabs. Okay, this is the tab set. Now, let me apply some style over here. Let me restrict that. I'm going to that component. I would like to add a style file. Tab set component dot CSS. Here I would like to apply div tag. Now for the division tag, I would like to apply some style, like the width, some 600 pixel. Now the border, 1 pixel, solid maroon. Border radius, 10 pixel. Margin left, 100 pixel. Margin top, 50 pixel. Padding left, 10 pixel. Padding top, 10 pixel. Padding bottom, 10 pixel. Padding right, 10 pixel. These are the borders I would like to apply here. Let's see. Let's refresh this screen. Now we can see that latest style of the tab. See, the tab will be visible over here. I'm giving 200 pixels, okay, in the left side, 200 pixels. Refresh the screen now. It will deploy. We have to enable the setting. We have to enable the setting. When you click on this, okay, Control S, it will save that here. Okay. So now if you want to deploy the code, we have to right click on that. We have to use the option deploy. We need to enable a small setting. When you go to that settings, we will be having a small setting will be available here. Like go to that settings. You can search for the settings like as push deploy. There will be a small setting will be available here. Let me. Now, here we are having this option. Just you can go to that settings option here. Search for the option deploy. There you will be having a checkbox will be available here. Now, push or deploy option. That means what? Whenever this setting has been selected, after writing the code inside your okay component, once you use that Control S, it will save the code into your local system. Automatically, it will deploy the code into your Salesforce org also in one shot. You no need to save, you no need to deploy separately every time by using deploy option. We can do that in one shot. So that here, just you can go to that okay Visual Studio. At the left panel at the bottom, you will be having the settings icon is available. Click on that okay gear icon, which will be giving the settings option. Click on settings. Here in this case, search box, you will be searching for the option okay deploy. Just you can search for the option deploy. Whenever you are searching for the option deploy, it will be indicating this as settings. Here there is a setting is available over here, push or deploy. Just you can select this checkbox, make it save. Just you can select this checkbox here. Automatically from there onwards. So now here it is automatically pushing this code into your Salesforce or it will deploy that code also by default here. See, it is indicating that specifies whether or not to automatically push or deploy the code okay whenever you are going to be saving that code into the local source save file. When your local source file is saved, automatically it will be pushing that code or it will be deploying the code to your Salesforce org by default. Just you have to enable this checkbox. That's it. Okay, from there just you can use Control S. Now let's see. Let me save this code. Let's refresh the screen. Now, so now my tab components will be visible. I related details, activities, chatter. Okay, these are the 4 tabs are available. Whenever I'm selecting this tab, the corresponding content will be getting visible over here. So this is the tab set. Inside the tab set, we are having so many tabs are available here. Understood the concept here? Now, here whenever we are observing this tabs, the tabs are visible by default over here, like as horizontal. Suppose if you want to show the tabs in vertical, then just you can go to your tab set component. In this tab set component, you will be having a property called as variant. Variant equals to vertical. Okay, variant equals to vertical. Whenever I'm selecting this option, variant equals to vertical, then it will represent the tabs in vertical format, not in horizontal. It will show in vertical format. See, tabs will be visible in vertical format. Okay. So depends upon your requirement, we can specify either horizontal or vertical. Default is horizontal. Okay, default is horizontal. Now we have scoped option that I will show you one by one here. Okay, now I want to make this tab to be visible as horizontal. So I would like to specify variant equals to default. Default means horizontal. Now it will show like as horizontal. Okay, now. So now here inside this tab, okay, we can able to show some more tabs also. That means nested tabs also we can prepare. Like for example, when I go to my records also here, for example, when I go to the lead object also, take any of the lead record. Now we can able to have some more tabs also. Like go to the charter. See, when you go to the charter tab, inside that we are having one more tab set component over here. But this tab set is nothing but it is having post, poll, question. These are the three tabs will be available, but this is a scoped tab over here. How to prepare this scoped tab? Let me show you. Under this charter tab, I want to provide one more tab set which will provide three tabs inside it. Let's see. Under this charter. Now, I don't want to show this content. I want to show some more tabs here. I'm preparing the tab set. Lightning tab set. Here I'm giving this variant. Variant equals to scope. Okay, variant equals to scope. Now here I would like to place the tabs. Lightning tab. Lightning tab. I'm giving the label. Label equals to post. Here I would like to show the content here. Bold format and italic. Now this tab will represent the latest okay post. I'm adding one more tab. Lightning tab. I would like to specify the label equals to poll. I'm giving this italic tag. This tab will represent the questions. Now it will be representing now the questions for the voting. One more tab, lightning tab, label equals to question. I'm giving the bold tag and the italic tag. This tab will represent a group of questions for feedback. A group of questions for the feedback. So I'm representing different questions over here. So under this tab, okay, under this tab, okay, charter, I'm going to be using one more tab set. This tab set will be representing the three tabs: post, poll, and question. Now these tabs will be getting visible, okay, vertical format, or you can specify scoped format here. I'm representing as scoped tabs. Let's see. So we can implement nested tab components. Refresh the screen now. Now go to the details, activities. chatter. When you go to the chatter, it will be representing one more tab set inside that, which will be having this, okay, scoped variant, post, poll, and the question. So we are having this, three tabs are available inside this, which will be having this scoped variant. This is the normal tab over here. Now this is the scoped variant of your tab. Clear? Now, next one. Now under this activities, I would like to add two more tabs also here. Like as I would like to add three tabs, like as a new task, new event, and I would like to add, okay, the news. Okay, three tabs I would like to add. Let's see. Under this activities, I would like to add, okay, three more tabs so that I'm indicating a lighting tab set. Here I'm indicating variant equals to, I would like to specify vertical. I want to specify the tabs. Lightning tab. I want to indicate the label new task. Here I'm representing some content. Bold and then italic. This tab is used to create a new task record. Second tab here. Lighting tab. I'm giving the label new event. Here I would like to show some content. This tab is used to represent or to create a new event. Next one. Lighting tab. Label equals to news. I'm using this bold and italic. This tab will represent the latest news. Latest news content. So under this activities tab, we are going to be using a tab called as, okay, new task, new event, okay, news. That will be, okay, visible in the form of what? Okay, this will be visible in the form of, okay, vertical format. It should not be horizontal, it should be vertical. Now, let's see. Refresh the screen now. Go to the details tab, it will show the content. When you go to that, okay, activities, it will show that three tabs over here: new task, new event, news. That will be in vertical format. Charter, it will show that three tabs which will be in scoped format over here. Now, in this case, what are the tabs that we have? New task, new event, and the news. I want to show some icons also. Not only representing only that label, I want to show some icon also along with that label for the tab. Then how can we represent the icons? Let me show you. Now for this new task, I would like to apply the icon. So icon name equals to specify the icon. Let's go to the lighting design system. Go to the icons. Now I'm indicating new task icon. This is the new task icon. Action icon, which is new task. I'm giving this action colon new task. New event. New event. So now this is a new event icon here. I would like to apply. This is what action icon. Icon name equals to action new event. I want to search for that icon for news. We are having this news icon. There is a news icon or Google News icon. Action Google News. Action Google News. So we can represent the icons also. Not only representing the labels, we can show the icons also for your tabs. Let's refresh the user interface now. When you go to the activities tab, we can see that, okay, tab label along with that icons also. New task, new event, and then news. And then when you go to the charter, we are having post, poll, and the question. Then how to apply the label, that means icon for this one also we'll see. I want to apply the icons for this tabs as well. Post. Icon name equals to, we can specify. In the lighting design system, just you can search for the icon, post. Now we are having this a share post, or else you can able to use that post icon, standard post icon. Standard post icon. Poll. Icon name. Poll icon. This is the standard poll icon. Question. Question icon. You can able to place that question icon also here. Now, question post action. Action icon here. Action, question post action. Now we are able to represent the icons also. Let's go back to your screen. Refresh the screen now. Go to the activities tab. We can see, okay, the tabs in the vertical format. In the charter, you can able to see that, okay, tabs in scoped format along with not only the labels, you can able to show some icons also over here. Okay, understood the concept now? Now, next one. How can we make this activities tab should be selected by default? How can we do that? So for that reason here, how to select the default tab? Now, this activities tab I would like to select by default here. So I'm indicating an ID property. ID equals to, I would like to indicate now tab activities. This name I would like to use for my tab set component here. Tab set component. Now selected tab ID equals to, okay, tab activities. So activities tab has to be selected by default. Refresh the screen. Previously it is selecting related tab by default. First tab it is selecting by default. Now I would like to make activities tab should be selected by default. Still it is showing that related tab. Think active tab ID. Let's see. Still it is showing that related tab should be selected by default. Let me use that value property. Value equals to tab activities. Now, refresh the screen now. Now it is selecting activities tab by default. Whenever we are loading the screen, it is going to be selecting the activities tab by default, so we can able to represent the required content also. No, no, right. Generally, if I'm not using this, okay, property, it will be selecting related tab will be by default tab over here. That will be selected. But instead of that, if you want to select a tab by default, we can able to set it by using, okay, selected tab ID property. Now, let's see. Now, in this new task, if you want to show some visual appearance controls, Like when you go to that, now the poll, I would like to show some questions information over here. Now the question, that means this is a text area here, okay, the text box, and then we have choice one and the choice two. We can able to add a button also inside this. In that case, we can able to place your visual appearance controls inside that poll. I would like to indicate that go to that poll. This is a tab. I would like to show that, okay, visual appearance controls. Now lighting input label equals to question, and then I would like to specify the placeholder. What is the content here? What would you like to ask? Now I'm showing that placeholder also. And then I would like to represent, okay, the choice one and the choice two. Lighting input label equals to choice one, and the lighting input label equals to choice two. And then I would like to give a break tag. I'm showing the button. I would like to show in the center part here. Paragraph align equals to center. I want to place a button. Lighting button label equals to now. What is the button label here? Ask. Variant equals to brand. I'm placing this content. So inside this okay poll okay tab, I would like to show some visual appearance controls. Now let's refresh the screen now. Go to the chatter tab. Go to the poll. Now we can able to see the questions here. You will be having the question. It is giving some watermark. We have choice one and the choice two. We have the button over here that is which is having the brand style. Okay. Now, if you want to make this question is mandatory here, then just we can able to specify that question. We are having a property required equals to true. Just we can make this okay required property equals to true. All the properties we have discussed. Now just refresh the screen. It will show that a star mark, a red color star mark for this question. Go to the chatter, go to that poll. Now it will be indicating this is a mandatory component. Without that here, it will be showing this error message to you. Okay. Now, next one. Let's see some more. When you go to this question also, we can able to place some content over here. Now, here also we are having this. I would like to represent the question inside the question here. Here also I would like to represent. I don't want to show the static content. I would like to place. Lighting input label equals to question, enter up to 255 characters, and the placeholder. What is the content that we have? What would you like to know? It is having the required property. Required equals to 2. Next. Lightning rich text box control. Okay, rich input text. Here we can able to specify that here details. because this is a rich text box control here, which is having some formatting icons. Now details. Label equals to details. Placeholder equals to, it is showing some content. If you have some more to say, if you have more to say, add details here. If you have more to say, add the details here. They're indicating this. It's not mandatory, it's an optional. Then I would like to add a button over here, ask. I'm giving a break tag. I'm using paragraph. Align equals to center. I want to place a button. Lightning button, label equals to post the question. Variant equals to brand. I would like to show this content here. Let's see. Refresh the screen now. When you go to this charter, poll, we can able to see that user interface. For the question also, we can see that user interface. We'll be having this option, what would you like to know? And then you will be having this information. We have the button. Here I would like to give one break over here. I want to show that label also. Details. Now, I would like to show the content. So based on the client requirement, we need to arrange these components. Now we can see the details and then we can represent the content also here. Whatever the button we have placed, the button will be getting visible. Okay. Now,
Firoz, how did we get all this bold icon utility, all this over here?
which one? Now, here we can able to place that icons content over here, the static content. Static content. Okay, below
Uh,
that we can able to
yeah.
add the static content over here. Now we can able to make it as a paragraph. Now align equals to right. I want to show this content. Refresh the screen now. Go to that question. Here we can able to see the content, whatever you want to show to the people. Depends upon the requirement, we can specify. So based on the business needs, we can able to place the different visual appearance controls inside this content as well. So now here, after posting this data, if you want to do some operation, then we require JavaScript. By using the JavaScript, upon click on this button control, we can perform the required action to JavaScript. We can able to post the content to the required database table. We can submit the data as well here. So like this here, we can able to prepare your own tab controls also. When you go to the task here, okay, new task. Once you click on this new task, let's see, activity. As soon as once you click on this new task, it will be having certain user interfaces. Subject also, due date also here. Now we can able to specify the option, which is the lookup control over here. And then we can specify the status options also. We can specify the status options. And then we can specify the priority, content, everything we can able to place. Let me show you. Now, when you go to that new task, I'm representing this. Lightning import, I would like to place label equals to task subject. Placeholder equals to subject. Lightning now I would like to specify formatted richer text or okay input richer text over here. Now I would like to specify label equals to I want to specify the content, task description. Now the placeholder task description. Lightning import, I would like to specify type equals to date. Now the label equals to activity date. Okay, label equals to activity date. I would like to place this control. Lightning import, I would like to specify type equals to search. I'm indicating label. Label equals to related to. And then any more option? I would like to give the save button. I want to give you a break tag. I'm using this paragraph to represent the button control. Align equals to center. Lightning button label equals to save task. Variant equals to brand. The variant equals to brand. Now let's see what kind of content you would like to represent. Okay, we'll see
How to represent a lookup field, Firoz?
that. Now we have to reference that lookup field from there manually.
Can
Now
you please show it?
let's see. Now we'll see when moving forward. Because we should have the lookup control first. From the object we can reference. Now let's see. Just you can able to refresh this user interface. Now go to the task. When you go to this new task, it will be indicating the task subject. Now here it will be giving the task description. Let me give the label over here. For this rich text box control, task description. Refresh the screen now. Now we can see the task description. We need to enter the task description over here. Activity date, which will be populating the date populate control related to. So now it will be giving a search box over here where we need to implement the functionality through JavaScript to search the required content from there. Now, so this is how, just once we have entered the whole data, we can click on save task button. It will be submitting a task record to the respective record over there. Now, so this is how we can able to represent the tab controls and the tab set components also. In each and every tab, we can able to represent the required content also based on the business requirement. Okay, so the tab controls are very, very important in the implementation part. In so many places, we are going to be using this kind of controls. Okay, next. The next one will see the concept of card component here. How to implement the card component, okay, we'll see in tomorrow's session. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about the card component also, Lightning card, and then we'll see the progress indicator. Both the components I would like to indicate and how to add the progress steps like this. When you go to this lead record, okay, we can able to see that progress indicator. This is a progress indicator component. How can we add this progress indicator? how to add these progress steps. This is the step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. How to add the steps over here? Okay, we'll see practically in tomorrow's session. For this one, we have to use progress indicator. We need to add progress step. 2 components we have to use here also. To prepare the progress indicator, we are using the help of progress indicator component. To add the progress step, we need to use one more component, progress step component here. Like here, we are using tab set and the tab. Like the similar fashion, we have to use progress indicator, progress step. That step is nothing but this is the step here, first step. Each step will be having some label here. When you place the mouse pointer, it will show the label also. For every step, it will be having the labels information. Which tab, which steps has to be selected by default, we can specify with the help of properties. Then how to prepare this kind of components, okay, we'll see in tomorrow's session both. Okay. But do the practice on these features because properties are very, very important. If you do the practice, then only you can be able to remember all these functionalities here. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for your time.
This conference is no longer being recorded.